It's just going to be very interesting, everyone, because today we are having the very interesting person today. But the flow is going to be a little bit changed because I'm having a very interesting announcement at this time. So yeah, okay, okay, everyone. So it's already 7 p.m. 7:05. It's 7:05. So first of all, hello everyone. As you know, lots of people already know about me. If you do not know about me, so let me just tell you. Hello everyone, this is Jitendra Yadav, and I'm a founder of Propagation Institute for Advanced Studies. So as usual, as you already know, at every weekend, basically every Sunday, we just organize the interactive sessions, okay, under a series called the Curious Mind series. So before starting the series, I'm having the very interesting announcement today. Okay, okay, and that I just want to announce today only. So everyone, just look at to my screen. You'd be able to see, because I just want to remind you again what is propagation and what we actually do here, and what I'm just going to launch today. Okay. So first of all, this is the Curious Mind series, everyone, as you already know. So in the Curious Mind series, what we actually do, we just try to organize events every weekend. Okay. In those events, it could be training program, it could be any workshop, or it could be any interactive session in which you are being able to interact with scientist, researcher, expert, or the people who have been done any remarkable thing. Okay. So this is all about the Curious Mind series, but this is not the only interesting part. I just wanted to explain you once again what is the Propagation Institute and what we actually do here. So my vision and my whole team vision, basically, when we just started this, I just started with my friend, okay, Yasraj Singh. He's also here in the meeting only, okay. And we both basically together start this, and we had the vision at that time. And currently also we are having the same vision. We just wanted to build the world's largest community of researchers and learners, where the people can interact directly with the researcher and the scientist. And definitely it's just going very nicely, because recently we organized the Winter School of Astronomy and Astrophysics, and lots of people are working on research paper, review research paper. They just working lot under lots of researchers, and they are being getting the guide as well from our side. So basically this is how we are just trying to resolve these problems. Okay, because what we actually notice, okay, I have been noticed this from the very long period. If you just imagine, if you're as a student, you're just going to text any professor directly, they are not going to answer. At the most of the cases, maybe here some of the professor going to be here, maybe it gonna like feel like it's a wrong thing, but yeah, at the most of the time you're just going to get ignored from them. So that's the thing we just try to resolve here, because at every weekend you'd be able to talk to them directly. Okay, that's why we are just organizing this series. Okay, and we are having the lots of initiative like that, and that I just wanted to share with you as well, like what we actually just trying to do. So with the outreach, we also provide some of the things like the programs, campaigns, even the asteroid search campaign and the citizen scientist programs, and as well. So these are the things we actually do. And recently we just organized the World Space Week, okay, from the 4th of October to the 10th of October. In this period, there were around like 2,500 students who were participated from the across the world. Okay, what was that basically in the World Space Week? Basically, this is type of celebration in the whole world for the 7 days in which the people can celebrate the science. And that's why we just decided to basically organize the 7 basically continuous interactive sessions. And in that, more than 2,500 students were participated, and it was really great thing for us, basically, because this was our first time organizing this, and the lots of people were interested in that. So it's really nice thing. And with that, we are also having this series, as you already know. So till now, I just wanted to give you some of the numbers as well. Okay, so till now we have been organizing 20 plus events, and I'm not going to stop it here. I'm just going to keep it continue, because of not only the me and my whole team, because of the people who are coming here, like the Kyvalya ma'am, like the other people, other speakers who have been joined this series. Okay, because with the help of them, I'm just going to make it continue, keep it continue. I don't know how much time I'm just going to keep it continue, but I'll definitely try to do as much as we can do. Okay, because this thing going to help everyone, I guess. So what we actually going to do here, I'm just going to organize the events, like the interactive parts, interactive sessions basically, and the workshop and the training program, which is going to be completely free. Okay, and this is going to be for the weekend as well. So you'll be going to be free, and you only have to attend that. You have to be attentive in that, and you'll be able to learn lots of things here. Okay, so this is our initiative as a like outreach thing. Then I would just show you some of the like programs. These are some programs, but the very remarkable thing is like today's announcement. Basically, this is the Cosmic Researcher Program. So this is our basically 1 year complete program. So before I could just explain everything about it, let me just tell you why we are starting this. Basically, when I was in my school, okay, when I was in my school, even my college, I just pursued bachelor in physics, okay. But there is a very bad thing about the basically. I would not blame the education system and all, but the very basic problem is we are not going to learn about the space science in our school or in our college. If you're just pursuing the physics as well, you won't be able to learn about the space science and all. So here at Propagation, I'm just trying to resolve that, okay, with the Cosmic Researcher Program. So the Cosmic Researcher Program is going to be for 1 year, and in this 1 year of journey, we are just going to divide the whole audience into the two parts. First one would be the junior researcher, in which the student is going to be from the 5th grade to the 10th grade, because this is the age when student is going to be too much curious. If they want to do something into the space science, they have to learn from here only. Even I'll just tell you about the Kyvalya. She have been done remarkable thing in her like life. She is only 17-year-old, but there are lots of people who can do those things as well, but they are not getting the chance. So for those people, we are starting the Cosmic Researcher Program. And even there are some people as well who have been enrolled into the college, but still they are not getting the opportunity. Okay. So for those people, we are having the Senior Researcher Program. So this is the today's announcement, everyone. According to me, this is one of the biggest announcement, because this was the basically work of us in which we just invested basically 5 to 6 months, and we were working so hard for that. And now it's completely ready. So it's just going to be 1 year complete journey in which you'll be going to learn. If just imagine you are having your younger brother or anyone, okay, in your home, and you just want to enroll them into the junior researcher program, in which they will be going to learn about the rocket science, astronomy, astrophysics, cosmology, even the astrobiology. Lots of people ignore the astrobiology because they just think like if you have been pursuing the biology, you won't be able to make your career in the space science. But it's not the completely true things. So that's why we are just including everything into that, okay. And in this 1 year, we have been divided into the two parts, the basic and advanced. In the basic, they would be going to have the lots of learning things like the astronomy, astrophysics, cosmology, rocket science, even the astrobiology. Besides that, in the advanced program, they would be going to learn or do the real projects like the asteroid search campaign. They would be able to do. They would be able to write an articles. They would be able to learn about like how to write any review research paper. Basically, that is my real target for the review research paper, because basically before writing something, you have to read out those things as well. So this is why we have been divided the whole program into the two parts only. And if anyone interested, like if you are elder one, or if you are having the like have been passed out from the college, or you're in the college as well, so you can just recommend to your like younger generation, like your brother, sister, anyone else. Okay, just go and check out our website. Okay, propagationinstitute.org. Just go and check out that website. You'll be able to get all those details. Just go and fill your basic details. Our team will be going to contact you. And yeah, the very interesting thing is this is going to be very affordable. We are not going to charge that much money, because as we I have been mentioned here, a very interesting statement from our side. Basically, the space science for everyone. This is our vision, everyone. What I really want, and what our whole team basically want, we just want to make the space science accessible for everyone. It doesn't matter you are belonging from your village side, like urban areas, or anywhere. You can just learn the space science from anywhere, and you'd be able to do those things. And yeah, one thing I just forgot about it, it's not going to be the completely online. It is going to be the hybrid mode. It means you'd be able to learn the things in the online, you'd be able to do the projects, and we'd be going to organize the camps, space camps, which gonna be the basically offline. So this is how these two things just going to basically balance both things together. And in this program only, I'm having the offer for the school as well. If there is any school like principal or any director sir is like attending today's session, please go and fill that form. We'll discuss that. And we just want to include this curriculum not as the like mandatory part, but as an optional part. Like if there is someone interested in the space science, they can enroll in that. Okay, so this is all about the today's announcement, everyone, the Cosmic Researcher Program. I would just request you all to just go to our website, just go through the things, and just try to connect with our team and let's know more about it. And if you have any other suggestion for that, so you can just mail us anything. If you have any suggestion, if you want to add anything into it, we just want to improve more things into it as well. So this is the today's announcement. I hope you people loved it, and I would love to know from you as well, like how was that? And if you have any doubt, I would love to answer that right now also. Please let me know in the chat box, like what do you think about that program? I'm waiting here, everyone. Everyone, please type in the chat box, like how was that? Okay, 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 okay. Exactly. So basically, in that program, I'm just going to include everything: astronomy, astrophysics, cosmology, rocket science, even the astrobiology also. So you'd be able to learn anything, whether you are from the math background, whether you are from a biology background, you'd be able to learn the space science, and you'd be able to make your career in that. So this is the whole idea of that. The fee is just going to be very minimal, and we are just going to conduct the exam as well. On the basis of that exam, you'll be going to get the lots of scholarships. So just don't worry about that. Okay. As I mentioned, the fees is going to be very affordable. So just don't worry about it. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. You just whatever the points you are putting here, definitely. I'll just request you all just go and check out our website. Okay, everyone, and just connect with our team, discuss with us. Maybe you'd get a understand. You'd be able to understand more things. And one more thing, if there is anyone who is from any school, any head person of that school, just try to connect with us so we could just basically implement these things into the every school. What we actually targeting is we just want to include this, basically it's just gonna be hybrid mode. Okay, in that basically we just want to collaborate with the school as well. In the school, if we are getting the 50 students from there, okay, we are going to provide them basically telescopes, and our team is going to be with them, and we will just organize lots of space camp as well. So this is just going to be hybrid mode. Okay, it's not going to be completely online, because in the space science the things should be into the like not only the basically learning part, it should be into the like hand-on activities things as well. So that's fine. Okay, everyone, so that's all about today's announcement. Talha, please text me, just please email us. Okay, we'll let you know. Okay, not a big deal, you can just enroll individually as well, not a big deal. Okay, everyone. So that's all about this. Don't worry about that. After this session, we'll talk about it more. I have been taken around like 30 minutes. Sorry. Okay. So get back to our today's session, everyone. So good evening, everyone. Again. Okay. Thank you so much for us. Thank you so much to joining us today. Okay. And today we are having the very like interesting person today. Okay. I'll just say interesting to her because she's just 17-year-old. Okay, everyone. She's just 17-year-old. She has done remarkable thing. Let me just tell you about the Kyvalya Reddy. She have been done remarkable thing. She is an astronaut candidate at the Titan space industry. Okay, and in the 2023, she was the India's first basically youngest person. Okay, she was the youngest person in 2023 who just completed International Air and Space Program as well. With that, she have been discovered the two provisional asteroid, and it's really nice thing about her. And with that, she have been won the lots of basically awards and many more things about her. And I would request Kivalya only to just go ahead and please tell them about yourself, because you'd be the person which is going to explain about yourself way more better. Okay, so let's give her a warm round of applause, everyone. And yeah, I'm just going to request Kivalya, please go ahead and have the session. Hi. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Kyvalya Reddy Kunchala. So, today I've been selected and I'm going to represent TSI, Titan Space Industries, as an astronaut candidate from them. And I'm really excited to share with you. So, let's talk about my journey later and first about TSI and about living in space and then come to my journey. Okay? And I'm sharing my screen. Could you all see it? Hello?
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, that's so today it's going to be a really interesting topic because everyone here or anyone would be wondering how to live in space at some point of their life. Like they'll all be thinking of going into space, living freely with lots of freedom and a lot of things, right? So that was my dream, and I grew up with the same thing. And my childhood has been like looking up into sky and stargazing and wondering if I can go to space. And that was all came along with a long-lasting journey, should I say? And then I came to a point where I found TSI, and now I am an astronaut candidate representing TSI. So let's see a bit about TSI. So the main theme of TSI is like from Earth to Moon, and it's like says lunar infrastructure and exploration there. And it also includes a lot of things like space plane, like Genesis, where you go around Earth, and TSI's Titan's orbital space station. It's a kind of space station where this is also going to be around Earth and at Leo, and it's going to be in Luna's orbit too in the future. And this TSI is not only going to make things like this, but also crewed missions and a lot of cargo transportation and experimentation in space and a lot of things related to that. And furthermore, and one of the most beautiful things is that we have a Earth loop thing where uh, we get into space like around 300 kilometers, and we make two orbits with a far duration. And what makes CSI stand out? So we all have heard of this, that space for all, and getting that into reality is something really hard to make because space is now like very much to not to a lot of people, like professionals, and only those who are trained would go to space or something like that. But with TSI, Space for All is coming into reality. Like, and what makes TSI really stand out is like reusable space planes, and this is also going to be like changing the course of history by vertical takeoff to a horizontal takeoff, through which we can make things really efficient and also make a lot of things really possible, like taking a lot of cargo and making things like one step ahead. And it's a lot of innovative stuff. And if you want to know a lot of things and for more details, you can visit the website, and I'll be putting the link in chat box soon later. And this is about TSI. And let's see, why should we live in space? So this question really gets into everyone's mind, like why should we live in space? One thing that stands out, one thing that makes us think about this question and answer is that overpopulation. Like Earth is being overpopulated by a lot of humans, and now we are not able to use or we are not able to like get a lot of things. And also the ecosystems are really declining, and a lot of resources are not being used, and we're not able to do a lot of things. And not only that, space can be used as a resource, and if we use them properly, we can also make things better. And one more thing is, we humans tend to update, like we tend to think forward. And one thing that makes humans go to the next step would be into the space, right? Everyone can think of the next step, and it would be technological development, and that would be getting into space at some point. Like it could make humans more intelligent in a way. And that is why we can say living in space is important. So, who becomes an astronaut? There was this story when I was young. I thought astronauts are really someone different and they were like born with capabilities and capacities. No, that was not it. They were all trained and they were like given a lots of things, a hard training, and they get to develop a lot of things and then they become astronauts. And later we can see how they are. And this training really happens in different ways, and we have to go in two things mostly. It would be like, first it would be training your body, and then it would be training your mind. Those are the most critical things that comes in a way. And firstly it would be preparing body. So what makes space and earth is like the gravity difference, I'd say. So here on earth we have gravity for everything, but when it comes to space you don't get to feel the gravity or the weights, and you'll be weightless, right? So for that you need to at least understand how it works. And the most seen thing would be like people coming out of ISS and just fixing stuff and making changes outside the ISS. So that was one thing we all see, and that is one way they get to do extravehicular activities, the EVA. And for that, you need to prepare your body. So for that, there will be like pools, neutral buoyancy simulated pools, where you get to practice this under EVA kind of thing underwater. And here, you'll be feeling as weightless as possible. Like this is the most comparable thing that we get on Earth. But there is a problem, like an issue, that is drag. Because when people get into this simulated pool, they'll be wearing a big suit which is pressurized, and you'll be still feeling your weight inside that. And when you are traveling in water which is viscous, so you'll be making a lot of effort and to move by little, you'll have to put a lot of force in it. And this is really different when you put it in view of a space. Like when you are in space, let's say, and you have to open some kind of lock, and if you're on Earth it would be easier that you'd be you'd be pulling it and pushing it. That would be easier, but only when you apply your force and you make your weights apply it, right? And that wouldn't be the case when you're in space. Like you wouldn't be having a base firstly, so that would make you like float in it. And then what would be happening? You wouldn't be able to push it or like many things. So this is where astronauts make things like they'll be moving things really slowly, like they'll be making things really slowly, methodologically, and also really carefully, so they wouldn't be making any mistakes. And here the drag will be useful, like when you are facing this drag, or uh, the slowed motion of your slowed motion due to water, which that is going to make sense when it is compared that way. And this was one thing that helps in EVA. And next would be the centrifuge. So we all might have heard of this centrifugation, which is like you'll be putting some liquid and then it will be set in a kind of machine, and that will be rotating at a really high speed. And this is the same thing kind of where you'll be sitting in a human centrifuge thing, and there will be like uh, lots of force where you'll be going in it, and then you'll be facing a lot of things. Like um, this is usually done by pilots and astronauts, where they'll be accelerating more than the Earth's gravity, and it could be ranging from lower to higher, like 2 times or like 0. And when they are rotating in it, they'll be getting to feel the blood flow, and that will be getting away from your head, and you'll be facing the conditions that will be faced in space. And this will one way give the opportunity to say experience how it will be on in space, because you don't have to you should not be passing out in the process, right? And that way this will be giving you the gravity experience, and it can also double on also make you shift gravity. And this was one thing, and you can see that in the pictures below. And next would be this reduced gravity aircrafts or the parabolic flights, where this is one way you can feel the zero gravity or the weightlessness to an extent, like it will be lasting from 25 seconds to around 50 seconds, let's say. And here, the space plane that is going up, like the aircraft that is going up, will be going around 45 degrees. And when you fall at 45 degrees, you'll be feeling the weightlessness, like the zero gravity or the free fall. And when you do that, you'll be getting weightlessness, and then you can perform a little bit of experiments that you can do. And that was uh, one of the most closest things that we can get to zero gravity on Earth in a spacecraft. And these are used. And next would be like when people go to space, the astronauts, when they go to space, they'll be facing a lot of bone and muscle loss. Like if you don't take it, if you don't go and exercise or like prepare yourself for the bones and muscles, one thing that would happen is like within a year, 1% of your 1% of your bone density will be lost, and which was not a great thing, because in space, our human bodies are not really trained for the space. So when they get into space, they'll be losing the density, and even muscles will be losing a lot of it. So for that, you need to exercise like continuously. I mean, with regular intervals, like 2 hours a day, and that way, with a lot of different simulations, and that will be one way they'll be trained. And also, we should be having this vision and balance changes. Also, all five senses working properly when you go to space. And that was it. Next, it will be like preparing the mind. Like one thing we think preparing the body is really important, but that was not it. When we say preparing mind is really important, because picture this: if you're in Antarctica, let's say, or a desert where you're like stuck with 5 to 6 people, and you get to see that you're isolated with a team. And now one thing is you have to be mentally stable, right? Because when isolated, we get to experience a lot of different stuff. And like, say if there are that's a space man mission, and it's like 6 months duration, and you have to spend every single day with same 6 members. Like, you'll be waking up and seeing their faces. So you should be trained in such a way that your mind don't feel the isolation as a boredom. And that was really tough. And a lot of things like decision making under uncertainty and critical pressure. So that would be another thing. Like, you don't be getting instructions all the time. You'll be getting half instructions or something like that, or even things like you wouldn't get to go to Google and search what should I be doing or something like that. And so decision making is really important. So the astronauts who are getting trained, they'll be trained with this on half of it, instructions given, half and critical high stake amounts of time and things like that. And one more thing is there will be a delay, even if there was a radio that transfers your messages back and forth to Earth. There might be a delay, or there might be misinterpretations during that, and you have to withstand all of that. And during this, we also need a lot of focus. Like, you should be able to focus on one thing, and like, survival is really important. It's not like you're floating around and that's really a lot of free space and things like that, but it should be like you're extremely focused and you should be able to make decisions. And when you're working with a team, let's say, put it in this way, there are 6 people and all of them are really educated and intelligent. One thing that might happen if you put them for too long would be like they'll be going into a heated discussion and it might end up in a conflict. That's most predicted thing. But during this space thing, we should not be going that way. We should be able to agree on terms and move up fast and be not friendly, but in a way that everything works out. And a lot of mental stamina, let's say. So, like, you should be able to communicate daily, and for that there are also things like communication therapy and journaling, like what happened the whole day, and you'll be speaking about it or like writing it. And you should also check on your emotions regularly, because staying in isolation is really tough. And when you get to stay in somewhere up above and you don't get some time, like you'll be going out and taking a walk, it's not possible, or like you don't get a weekend. It's like it could be an alarming thing at one point and it could be really relaxing at other points. So it should be balanced out with a lot of mental stamina. And life in microgravity is really different from what we see on Earth. Like, there will be no way saying it's up or down. So there was this kind of thing, like your eyes say you're standing upright and your uh, senses say that you're standing upside down, and you wouldn't be able to say that if that is upside it's like upright or upside down, and then you might be feeling dizzy. So that was one thing. And so it's like astronauts get into space with saying no, like a lot of confidence, but it could be anything. So it's like directional, not without any directions and without any compass. And one thing that really amazes me is sleeping in space. Like, you don't be sleeping laying down like we do on Earth, and we put a pillow under our head because we are pulled by gravity, and to make ourselves comfortable, we'll be putting a pillow. But when it comes to space, you'll just be tucking yourself in a sleep bag, let's say, and you'll be sleeping standing up, which was really different than when we compare it on Earth. And also hygiene, because while eating, you cannot be eating. One thing about eating would be like you'd be putting things on plates if you want to enjoy things, and it would be like collecting things at the same time. If you want to eat it, it should be something like sticky and all together, staying together, and you can go it in one go, which is nutritious and also balanced at the same time. So a lot of things cancels out and you come up with very little chances of eating stuff in space. And that was one thing. But when you come to hygiene, like for your daily activities, shower is not possible, so they'll be getting like uh no rinsing stuff, like wipes and something like that. And for showers, for washing your hair, it will be like no rinsing shampoo, and for brushing it would be able to swallowable toothpaste, or it could be like passing things into some towel or something like that. And you should be able to withstand those hygiene standards, and you should also be clean enough. And for water, it would be like you'd be drinking from a packets or stuff like that, and you'll be sucking through a straw, not like drinking from a glass on earth we have. And during that, you cannot go a bit careless. Like if you are a bit careless, and it might go undamage $1 million equipment, and which is really difficult. And exercises as a must, and a typical day for an astronaut will really include a 2 hour exercise. You cannot say like I don't want to do exercise, because it's really important that you maintain your whole blood circulation in a place. And one more thing is, people really gets this misconception that when you're in space you train to get fit, but that's not it. They train to not lose their fitness. And also this, if they do not really do the exercise, they might be facing a lot of things. And also they not only this, if this was one thing, there is this is not the only purpose people go to space, like astronauts go to space. The thing is that you don't float around freely all the time. It's like you'll be conducting experiments, which might range from physics to biology. It's a wide range, you can say. And during that, there'll be conducting a lot of experiments that might be useful on Earth, and also in the future for space missions. And let's say uh, space station is something like a lab in space, and it's like a giant floating space lab, and where you get to do a lot of experiments, and that should also be helpful at the same time. And crew dynamics, as said, we should be able to be on good with every single one. And one thing I really like, and one thing that really piques my interest, is that the overview effect that I heard from a lot of astronauts, let's say. And that was one thing. When you go to space, or like let's say when you are in a flight and you get to see your own city, and then you'll be seeing that there was no border, and you get to enjoy the whole city in a good view. And think of it, zoom out, and when you get to see that from space, you'll be seeing earth itself, and that way you'll be seeing that earth and a lot of myriad of colors of earth, and gradients and shades of different countries varying, and also sky and clouds from a very good angle. And then you get to see that there are no borders, and also that from that view you can see that humanity is one, like everyone is a human, and you get to see that. And a lot of things that makes us feel that we are great, and we should be protecting earth, and we should not be polluting it. And which was one way everyone should go to space, just to acknowledge that we are all safe, and we should be protecting earth with our life. And skills for student who dreams of space. One way, it was me when I was it was still me, and I'd say I am the one who always thought of this, and something that clicks for me, let's say. And so one thing I'd say is stay curious. Curiosity is one way you get to space. When you are curious about it, you'll be learning a lot about it. And space is all out of curiosity. Let's go back to the most uncivilized human, and yet they were looking at sky and thinking about stars like there was some kind of shining objects, and they want to pluck them at some point. And that is how we got to develop a lot of things. And it, throughout the growth of humanity, we have also evolved learning a lot about space, and that is the only reason it, which is curiosity. So stay curious and you'll be learning a lot of things. And one more thing is like fast learning, being able to learn fast. So space is something like ever evolving, always developing, and always changing from a moment to moment, and you should be able to update yourself and advance yourself every single time something new releases. And you should also be like fit enough, not for aesthetics or beauty, but for something like you should be able to control yourself, like your body. And one more thing is that calm mind, you should be able to take decisions. And being indecisive is something we cannot afford in any kind of field, not only space. And teamwork is really important. We say school teamwork is easy, but when it comes to space, it's a bit different. And so it's like you should be able to develop it in that way. So it's not like everyone is born this way or that. We can just improve ourselves. And I'd say that there are a lot of various fields in just space itself. Like you can become a space doctor, you can become a researcher, you can become a flight engineer or something. That really includes everything. And one thing I'd say is like you just have to be better tomorrow than you are like yesterday, and you should be improving yourself in a lot of ways possible. Like I've written mentally, physically, emotionally, scientifically, and everywhere possible. You just have to like improve yourself, and then you'll be getting to it. And my journey, I've all started around the same as you are, just looking up at sky and then developing things, and then growing with different interests. I'd say I love a lot of things. I believe that if you can, in this quote, which says, which was by Leonardo da Vinci, that says, study the art of science and study the science of art, which was something like you should be able to study the whole thing itself, whole life itself. And that's when I started developing my interest in various fields, like really various. I have been into martial arts because I felt like fighting is really good, and then I did karate. That was karate, and I taken this black belt in it, and I've learned swimming just to know scuba diving, which was really my interest from a long time. When I was like 10 years, I wanted to do scuba, so I had to learn swimming, and that way I did. And I am also a classical dancer because I feel like we should not be losing our own culture, and at least I want to be a part of it. So I did that, and then it grew. And that's like when I was about fifth to sixth class. And then the Spaceflight India Foundation from New Delhi, they have uh, discovered my interest in it, and they have trained me. And special mention to Samir Sachdeva sir, he is my mentor and also my teacher from that. And then that way I have got to discover two asteroids, provisional discoveries from International Astronomical Research Collaboration, which were that was like conducted for asteroid search campaigns. And then I discovered two from it. One at 12 years, and the other at 14 years. And then I have I have completed this International Air and Space Program at 2023 at 15 years old, and there I got to do a lot of things with uh, at the US Space and Rocket Center, and a I've got a chance to work with the NASA scientists, and I also started this astronomy kids club, and where I try to say, like, teach, or it's not like teach, something like sharing that I know about astronomy to kids younger than me, and related stuff. And not only that, I'd say that, and with these, I have also participated in international astronomy and astrophysics competition where I received two silver honors, and that was like research level physics questions, and I got to solve them, and among others. And now that I have been selected by TSI, Titan Space as Industries, and as an astronaut candidate, and I'm really thankful. Like, we are under a great leadership, which is Neil S. Lashman, and he is the CEO and founder. And now, right now, we are representing 37 countries with over 150 candidates, and this mission is going to be taken in 2029, 2030, which is inaugural spaceflight mission where we'll be going to space, and then we'll be like 5 minutes, 5 hours of it, and doing a lot of experiments and staying in 3 hours of microgravity. For this, there will be a phase training, like it will be happening in 2 phases, and for it will be like, first it's going to be hybrid. It's like online plus offline, and where you'll be getting the theoretical classes at first and learning about the basics and related stuffs, and then you'll be getting almost the same as the ones that were discussed earlier, the preparation of mind and body, focusing on different tasks. Like, and for this, the chief astronaut, William Bill MacArthur, who is a former NASA as a veteran astronaut, and he has been into space like 224 days, and with 3 decade long career in NASA, and that was really great to work, like, get guidance of him. And this team also contains a lot of really great people, I'd say, great scientists and researchers. Like, we are under the guidance and the guidance of different people. Like, the deputy chief astronaut will be Marcus Pontes, and like, he's the Brazil's first astronaut, and the chief engineer and CFO, he is Dr. Vijay. And for psychological and readiness training is like Dr. Mindy Overt, and a former ESA trainer, Dr. Vladimir Plesta, and medical engineer, that is Dr. Jeremy. And we have a lot of different researchers, scientists, and I am really happy to say that I am going to be trained by them and going to do that. And I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'd say this is not just a journey, this is like a one step forward, and there's a lot of things that I should be doing. I'm just 17, so I am planning to do a lot of things, and this is one step. And thanks a lot for Propagation Institute for giving me this opportunity. And yeah, the questions, and I'm ready now.
It was really wonderful session. Wait a second. It was really wonderful session by you, Kyvalya. We really loved it, Now we'll go for the question part. Before that, I would like to ask you two questions in a very simple way. Okay,
Okay.
here some of the school student as well. Okay, they are not going to understand that much, I guess. Okay, it's my personally overview. So can you just differentiate between the astronaut and the analog astronaut in a very simple way, so any school student could can also understand.
Um, Astronaut is someone who goes to space, and analog astronaut is someone who gets like almost the same training, and they'll be like going through parabolic flights and the above mentioned thing, like around the same thing, but in a different frequency. Let's say they'll
Okay,
be getting the same training almost.
okay,
That was
okay,
one way you can also experience a lot of things, like really life changing things.
okay. Okay. Can you just tell me one more thing? Just imagine like there is someone like there are I'm being able to see like there is someone yes one and all they are so scared basically. So can you just tell me like what are the trainings is going to come under the like analog astronaut thing? Like what are the part going to be covered in that? Like when you just go for the analog astronaut training, what are the thing you just go through that? What are the thing you learn?
So analog astronaut training will be like you'll be staying in isolation and you'll be getting the this is one thing, and like you'll be getting to like get ready, and you'll be getting a lot of commands, and you'll be doing a lot of stuff, and that way you'll be doing some parabolic flights, and that will be a lot of teamwork and team effort. You'll be getting simulated missions that are like really close to ones that we get in space, and that way. And I'm planning to go to one soon. So I think I'll be getting an experience too.
Okay, okay, okay. It's really nice.
I'm
Maybe
really
these
excited.
questions were from my side. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to know one more thing.
Yeah.
Uh, can you just define the whole Titan space industry? Because on the LinkedIn and everywhere, I've been heard lots of things about the Titan space. So can you just tell about the Titan space from where you're just going to be the astronaut candidate?
So Titan Space Industries is like it is based out of Florida, and this is a really like big global thing. It's like 37 countries with 150 candidates and a lot of researchers and scientists included, and then we'll be basically focusing on cislunar transportation, infrastructure, and exploration, where we'll be from Earth's surface to the lunar orbits, and there are lots of programs going on. And uh, let's say there is a spaceflight mission, and there will be TOPS, which is Titan's orbiter port space station, which is like a space station, and which is like you'll be going to visit it for work, and like visiting for a few hours or something, and then you'll be coming back to Earth. It's not like you'll be spacing, you'll be there like for a lot of days or like something like that, not a permanent present as of now, and it will be maybe in the future, let's hope so. And yeah, it's a really great thing. It's like
Uh,
commercial space thing.
it's really, it
Yeah.
sounds so good. It's really nice.
In
Okay,
in
so,
short, in
I,
short.
I, I can understand.
Yeah. And
Okay, so
for the details, I'll be posting the link, I guess,
okay, yeah,
in the
please
chat.
tell me. So that's all from my side. Now I just request everyone, if you have any queries, just raise your hand, everyone. I'll be just going to allow everyone one by one, and you can just unmute yourself and you can ask whatever the queries you are having. Okay, okay. Srikant, Srikant, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask it out. Yeah, Srikant. Srikant, am I audible? Okay, I think you're not here. Okay, we'll go for the Yaswant. Yaswant, you can just turn on your mic and turn on your camera as well. Okay, and you can just ask whatever the doubt you
Thank
have.
you for the opportunity. Like, good evening. My query is that how you really found any opportunity that really fits you. Like in my case, I have a like interest but unable to find exact opportunities which really fit me.
Um, Hi, first of all, nice to meet you, Yashwant. And I'd say I was fortunate that I found Spaceport India Foundation that has really got this spark in me and took me and trained me something like the same with Propagation Institute, like organizing events, and they have taught me a lot of things. Like they took sessions, and one more thing is that I attended a lot of webinars and lectures, and that was one thing. And reading is one thing that helped me a lot. I'm really a big reader, and I'd like to read a lot of things. That's how I developed a lot of things that I do today. So I'd say just read a lot of stuff and uh, try to attend lectures and webinars related to it, and that way you can find it.
Like you mentioned about IASP, like Iran Sports Space Program. Like
Yep.
how you came to know about this program? Like this happens with this program and so on.
I'd say internet. Internet is a wide thing, and you can just tune in into whatever you like to, and that way I found it. And like keep on searching. There are a lot of opportunities out there. Not that we don't get to see, that doesn't mean they don't exist, right? So just search for it and you'll be finding a lot of things. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Like that's what I had out. I had really tough time facing. Like mostly I can prepare for anything, but I really waste a lot of time finding out what actually to participate or do.
Oh, yeah. Just plan it out and you'll be seeing like when you should be doing this and that, and then you can do it. That's it. Plan it out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, it's really nice question, Yashan. Okay, we'll go for yes, Patil, I guess. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it not correctly. So please introduce yourself, yes, first, and please ask it.
Yes, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Miss, I have a doubt that did you see any planet when going in space?
Did I see? I have not been to space yet. And nice
Hmm?
to meet you. Yes.
Yes, miss. Thank you, miss.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. You can see any planet. Okay, just do one thing. Just
Yeah.
wake up early. Okay, or in the evening time, you'd be able to see a very bright star in the sky. That is the Venus planet. Okay, you can see that planet from your neck as well. So you don't need to go to the space for that. Yes.
Also,
Yes, sir.
you can spot the reddest thing, and that will be Mars, and almost the brightest, second brightest thing that would be Jupiter, and somewhere around. And just you can just walk around now, and you'll be seeing a lot of stars and planets if you can distinguish.
Okay, yes, I'll tell you one more thing. Just go and download the Star Walk 2 application. From there, you'd be able to basically track all those celestial planets. Okay, celestial object as well.
Sir, which do you say?
Star Walk 2. Okay, let me just type
Yes,
in the
sir.
chat. Okay,
Something like Stellarium works too.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
stellium as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. It's really nice to see you here. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for asking the question. Now we'll go for the next question, ma'am. Now we are having the Talha. Talha is from Pakistan, I guess. Yeah, Talha, you can just unmute yourself and you can just ask it out. You're not audible,
Not
Talha.
audible.
Not audible. Just remove that earphone. Don't use that. Okay.
Yeah. Not audible yet.
You're not audible. Just unmute yourself first. There is some issue. Just try to rejoin the meeting, okay, Tala? Just try to okay. Just try to rejoin. Okay, Sudhish, you can just turn on your mic and you can.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. I am Sudesh doing BTech Biotech from NIT Raipur. I wanted to ask you, ma'am, that in your view, what are the challenges for using extremophile in long space missions, like either it is radiation tolerance or oxygen production or say nutrient cycling?
Um, I'm really not sure about the question though. I am still like in the basics and I'm going to learn a lot of stuff. And thank you. Nice to meet you.
So this
Thank you, ma'am.
basically you just do one thing, just
That's like really specific and
yeah,
I
it's very
not
specific.
sure.
Okay, but we have the other speakers as well, so don't worry about it. Basically, she just joined the program. So what you can do, you can just mail us whatever the queries you are having. Just mail us. We'll forward that to any other. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
ma'am.
for the asking questions to these. Okay, and it's nice to see you here. Okay, yeah, Sumit. Yeah, hello, Sumit. You can just unmute yourself and yeah, you can ask.
Hello, sir. Uh, yes, thank you, propagation team. Hello, Kyvalya.
Hello, sir.
Yes. So, सर एक्चुअली मैं कावल्या को काफी समय से जानता हूँ जब सी वाज इन 8 और 9 क्लास और मैंने उनको देखा है मतलब मेहनत करते हुए तो मैं यही कहूँगा कि वो यहाँ तक आए हैं तो कोई लक नहीं है मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं यहाँ पर तो लक आगे नहीं ले जाता है इनको इनका हार्ड वर्क आगे लेकर आए सो मेरा कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है जस्ट मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता था कि हार्ड वर्क फोकस ऑन योर हार्ड वर्क यस
Thank
थैंक
you,
यू
sir.
It's really nice to see you here. Like it's just like yeah, you're just doing something great, and someone just came here to praise you. Like it's really nice, Amit. Thank you so much for
I
joining.
I
It's
knew
really
him for a long time, sir, and nice to meet you here, sir. Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सर
we are having the Ronanki. Ronanki, you can just again unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. My question for you is which books or courses or internships or competitions help you the most?
So there are a lot of books out there. Like you can go and like go really specific or like really broad. So they cover a lot of stuff. I basically started out from encyclopedia from fairly young, around third class or so, and so I started reading a lot of books. Some of the good books contain really detailed topics, and you can check out things by searching. I'd say like your specific things. There are a lot of wide range of writers who go very detailed or like very outlining stuff. It's like really depending on you how you want it to be. And for competitions and all, you can participate in a lot of things. There's a Space Week, there will be lots of competitions that way. And even for many things, there will be like for International Moon Day, there will be, and a lot of things that were conducted, they contain, so you can participate. Just look out for it before deadlines, I'd say, and register for that.
My next
Nice to
question
meet
is,
you. Yeah.
yes, ma'am. And what mistakes should young space aspirants should avoid?
Come again.
Uh, what mistakes should young space aspirants should avoid?
What mistakes? You should be able to concentrate or like focus on things, and you should also be able to learn it. And this is like it's not really academic thing you can do right now. So you should be like maintaining a balance between what you're doing and what you want to do, and that way you can develop, I guess.
And my next question is, during difficult times, how did you keep you motivated? Because I'm like, when I'm motivated, I work more. But when I not motivated, I will feel very low and keep us, and I will cry. That's all. So how should I keep motivated always?
I'd say I am the same thing. When I'm motivated, I'll be doing a lot of work. But when I'm not, I'll still be doing it because it's not that your motivation is nothing related to the thing you're doing. It's that it can be a catalyst that you will be using for work, but it is not something that only drives you, right? If you look at the like if you look at the end line of finishing, then you'll be getting a lot of motivation. And one thing, irrespective of time or place or anything, one thing that really motivates me is like space. Thinking about it, it just keeps on getting motivation, and that way there will be something. Just try to figure it out, and that will you'll be doing it. That's it.
And my last question is, and sorry, sir, for taking time.
No, no,
Oh
it's
yeah,
okay.
no problem.
And what challenges did you face because of age or background, and how did you face them, or English accent, or something else? The challenges did you face?
Well, I'd say my town is really like in between town to village. It's not too developed. We're not be finding a lot of people that are really into very niche fields like space or physics or things like that. So finding a teacher is really difficult for me. And that way, internet or the online resources helped me a lot. That was one thing. And for accent and all, that was also the same. I used a lot of resources from internet. And that was one thing. And you can find ways to solve your problems. It's not like there's a quote that says, when there's a will, there's a way. And that's it. That really works every single time.
Okay, thanks,
Nice to meet you. Bye.
and thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
coming.
this.
Thank you so much for asking lots of questions by saying next question. Yeah, next one is the Tala. Tala, I think you have been fixed your mic. I hope
Yeah,
so. Yeah. Tala is
good
from
evening.
Pakistan. So
Good
I
evening.
welcome you here. Please go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank
Good
you, ma'am.
evening, Tala.
Okay, thanks for giving your time. My question is, ma'am, can you tell me what is your current education level? That how do you prefer degree in this role? Like even at the age of 17, you have been selected at TIS, and even me
Yes,
at the
sir.
age of 21 years, and I'm just doing bachelor's. Like I'm just asking, have you done bachelor's in space science degree, physics,
No.
astrophysics, or something else?
Oh, so I've completed my 12th class. So it's like I've completed my high school, and I'm planning to do my bachelor's in astrophysics soon, which is like physics and astrophysics, and then I'll be going towards research. That is my plan, and for this, me selecting to TSI is mostly based on my previous things and that they have chosen me. Mostly, they have selected me that way, and they have just took out uh, based on my past or something like that. And there was nothing like you're 21 and I'm 17. That does not make any difference. Age is just a number, actually. If you are really interested in something, you can just learn a lot about it. And yeah, nothing like that. And one more thing is that age teaches you a lot of experience, and that we don't have when you're young. And that was a disadvantage when you're young. That was one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, definitely. Okay, so you means to say it's your pure hard work that you have put in after 12th, right?
Yeah. Not pure hard work, something like interest or Yes, something like that, but not. Yeah. I'd
Okay.
say hard
And
work always goes, and it will just result in someday at some point.
okay, how do you got the resources, the roadmap, the plans, and like just from one point to like selecting in as an astronaut candidate? It's a very big thing for me. So how like who has given you the roadmap? Like Kyvalya, you should follow this, and you have just stuck to that plan with interest, with dedication, and with enough hard work.
That's a lot of a lot of saying, but I've started really early, like really early. When I was second grade, when I was in second grade, I have decided I want to go to space. I mean, not joking, but really, I thought of going into space at second grade, and we almost have gotten to that point. When we are young, we would just look into space and feel like we should be going there some point, right? And that was one thing. And when I said to my parents, and they just provided me books, and as I said, I started with very basic books like encyclopedia and just reading about space section in it. And then going forward, I've developed the habits of just going through very little details, like very outline things of everything, and then going deeper into topics. And I still think the things that I've learned are not really enough, and they'll never be enough. It's like all goes into a drop of ocean. So yes, I'd say TSI is becoming a astronaut candidate in TSI is the biggest thing I have achieved. Like,
Yeah,
there's given me
definitely.
a lot of opportunities and opening a lot of new things and new experiences. And yeah, I think it took me from second grade to 12th grade to get to this point, and a lot of things. And Spaceport India Foundation is one thing that has really given me a lot of things, like training, I'd say. And yeah, that was it.
Okay, one last question. Can I, sir?
Yeah, please go
Sure.
ahead.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm grateful. Actually, one last question, ma'am. Actually, I have also been completed my 12th before 2 years, and due to some financial instability, I was doing some job. And but before 2 months, I was thinking to do BS in space science, like bachelor's in space science. It's a 4 year complete degree, which happens in Pakistan. Right? You got the point?
Yeah.
And I'm just doing that after 4 months in a university. So, what do you suggest me?
What do I suggest you? I'm in the same path. I'm still figuring out things. I'm
No, 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 no,
still
no, no.
planning to do my
Okay,
bachelor's.
okay.
You are
Okay,
not, ma'am, just
I'd
figuring
be
out the
better
things.
person
You
for
are at
answer.
the
Don't
level.
worry about it. Yeah, Tala, wait a second. Okay, you are in which standard? Can I know?
I said I had completed FSC, I mean to say 12th grade before 2 years.
Okay, not a big deal. If you have been taken break, just don't worry about that. So just
But
try to do lots of stuff. Just go to the Propagation Institute YouTube channel. You'll be able to get to see about the workshop on the Citizen Scientist program. So just go and do the real research, like the finding asteroid, finding exoplanets, many more things, galaxies, classifying the other things. Now just get a proper. If you just want to do the bachelor's, so just get it enrolled. Whatever the topic you're just going to be interested in. If you're interested in doing maybe computer science, just go and do that. Okay, because there are some scientists in the every space agency, they are having the computer science background, they are having the biology background, they are having the chemistry background, so you can choose the space science anytime, anywhere. So just don't worry about that. Okay, and if you're still having any doubts, so don't worry about that, we are always there for you. Just text and just email us, we'll be going to help you, and we'd love to help
yes,
you
sir.
if you
Thank you,
need.
man. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Tala.
Nice to meet
And
you too, man.
And one more thing, that you should be doing this space science degree. That is really, if that aligns to your interest, then you should be doing it. That's it.
Thank you,
Yes,
man.
go where your heart takes you. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, Tala, thank you so much for joining. Next, Sathi, you can just unmute yourself and you can just ask your doubt.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. I am Sathi Das and I'm currently pursuing a BSc in biotech. My question would be, at some point we were talking about how humanity will move to space sometime. So what do you think could be the biggest challenge in that?
The biggest challenge is space itself. It's like it's not something that we feel on Earth. It's completely different. It's not about living in space, it's like surviving at any cost. And we need to adjust a lot of things and we need to train for that. And that is why I think going into space and conducting research is really important. Yeah, that is the challenge itself.
Got it. That would be my only question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Sathi.
Thank you
Nice to
so
meet
much
you too, ma'am.
for joining. Okay. Okay, next we'll go for Arnav. Sorry. Arnav, you can just unmute yourself and turn on your camera and yeah, you can go ahead with your question. Arnav, are you there?
Yeah. My question is, what inspired you to pursue this path?
Oh, that's same thing. We all just get inspired by something like looking into space, like looking into sky. And that was one thing I'd say. When I look into sky, I just get lost into it. And I can stare into it without getting or losing interest, I'd say. And a lot of figures, and I'd not say that this person inspired me and that did not. Everyone inspires me in a certain way. And my most inspirational person would be Newton himself. Like he used to work for 20 hours, and I'd be saying that to myself. He worked for 20 hours. Why can't I at least work for like 15 hours or something? And that's one thing that drives me, like when I'm really not able to do something. And yeah, and also Leonardo da Vinci, that he is a polymath, and that way you have to understand world around you. It's not like just space or just academics. It's a lot of things going around you, and you should be having an idea on it. And that's how I've gotten into it. And everyone has their own story, so anything can spark interest in you. Just follow through it, and that's it.
I have one more question.
Yeah, Arnav, please.
So, is like when you're working in a space company, does religious matters? Like if there's something like in a like the Bible about like about like creating a spaceship, would you use like that, something like that in your in a project?
Could you like repeat it in one go, maybe? Sorry.
Something in mythology as a prototype in real life.
Okay, he just want to ask, ma'am, like whatever the mythology have been mentioned about the spacecraft and other things, is this thing are really true? What do you believe in that or something like that?
That is a controversial question, but I'd like to say they are really different in a way. And also, you can say when humanity wanted to like reason the life, the why are we existing, the reason of life, and they started to get up with some theories, I'd say. And also when humans could not like say what is happening around them, they tend to make things like these, and these are really great works that human could be really creative to a point that they can create stuff like that. And you can also say that there is something really positive in it, in the universe, like positive energy. And that is one thing we can believe, like the matter itself is positive energy and that we can use. But mythology and science are really different parts. Like they are like why and how. You cannot combine them or intertwine them into one thing. It's like understanding it.
I have one more question.
Yep.
What is the difference between an astronaut candidate and an astronaut?
Astronaut candidate is the person who is getting trained, like taking training, and then they will be going into space, then they become an astronaut. So whoever gets trained is an astronaut candidate, and if they completely successfully completes that, then they'll become, once they step their foot into space, that way.
What are the steps you need to take to become an astronaut candidate?
Okay, there are lots of things, and that's like you should be developing your knowledge to the right amount of it, and then you should be having a knowledge of knowledge in quite a range of fields. Like it is ranging from physics to biology. I'd say this is a big range, and you can include everything in it. And then you should be having a lot of experience in it, and also get trained to the experiences and simulations that will be supporting this, and then you'll be like completing the training, and that is the thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Arnav. Thank you for joining. Arnav, can you just tell us about you as well, like in which standard you are?
Yeah,
I'm in 6th grade.
Oh, you are in sixth. Okay, that's really nice.
that was nice questions you have asked.
That was really nice question. That's why I just thought to ask you. Okay. Now I'll go for I hope the last question. Mahek, do you have any doubt? You are raising hand. Yeah, Mahek.
Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Good evening, Mehak. Nice to meet you.
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask what will you guide to a MSc Space Physics graduate for this field for higher?
I
Hello.
didn't get that. Can you like repeat it?
Ma'am, I mean that what will you guide for the future career in this for a MSc Space Physics graduate?
Maybe that's like beyond my age, but I'd say go along with your field of expertise and your aligned interests. There are a lot of options for physics graduates, I'd say.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, then we are having the Srikant. Srikant, turn on your mic and camera, Srikant, and you can just ask Srikant whatever doubt you are having. Srikant, you're not audible, Srikant.
Yeah, still not
Srikant,
audible.
you're still not audible. Can you just type your query in the chat box?
No, you're not.
You're not audible, Srikant. You can just type your question. Ma'am, there is a lots of. Thank you, sir. We'll type here. Okay, yeah, type here. Basically, ma'am, lots of people are asking the very common question, that is like how to apply for Titan Space Agency, like as an for to become an astronaut candidate. Like what are the process and what is the deadlines and what is the application process?
I'll be posting it in the chat, like the link and
Yeah,
that.
please.
In a minute.
Okay, so there was a link, inaugural astronaut page and all. I just sent them, but yeah, you can just right link and with the
Yes,
details.
I'll be sending it.
Okay. Okay, everyone. And if there is anyone having any doubt regarding the astronaut candidate things, okay, I'll just forward the mail. Okay, I'll just send you the mail regarding the steps, like how you'd be able to get enrolled into it. Okay, don't worry about that. Is this clear, everyone? I hope this should be clear. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay or no. That's really nice. And Arnav, you just asked about the Cosmic Researcher Program. If anyone having any doubt about the Cosmic Researcher Program, don't worry, I'm sending you a contact number and you can just go to the Propagation website as well. Just go and search the Propagation Institute. Okay, you can just fill the form, we'll contact you. Or what you can do is you can just contact on this number as well. Okay, and then chat box, I've been sending you a contact number. You can just text on the WhatsApp or you can just call directly to us. Okay. If you want to know anything about it.
You can
And
just visit the website and you can find it over there. And I'm still searching for.
Okay, ma'am. What will I do is after this session, I'll just mail them everything about the Titan Space as well.
Okay, thank you. I'll be sharing it with you then.
Yeah, Okay. And if anyone have any doubt regarding the Cosmic Researcher program, so yeah, I'm just sending you the link. You can just go, and on the first page only, you'll be able to get more about it. You can just fill the form. Okay, we'll contact you. Okay, everyone. I don't think anyone is having any more doubts. Yeah, Srikant. Srikant, you didn't. Oh, yeah, sir. I know what are the physical requirement we have to meet to be an astronaut. So for the astronaut candidate, ma'am will tell you. And if you'll ask me for the astronaut, so yeah, there are some other things.
Hello.
Ma'am, yeah. What are the physical?
Hi, Kyvalya.
Someone named.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, you're
Ah,
audible.
Kyvalya.
Yeah,
Hello.
Kavita.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
you're
you're
audible.
audible.
Yeah, yeah. It's a
Uh,
very nice interview. Really, very, very बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत ही अच्छा लगा. और I like आपका जो hard work है. It will be inspiration for all kids, not only Indians, all over world. Just all of the best. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining, and thank you so much for such really nice word. Thank you so much. Ma'am, Srikant's question was, uh, what are the physical requirement?
You should be. There's a big list for that. I'd say. You should be able to like be physically fit and also mentally able to be
Komal?
able to solve things.
Komal है. Komal.
Sorry. Yeah,
Um,
continue.
so yeah, and you can just type it or like for that yeah. Physically you should be fit, like you should be able to control your own body at all costs, and you should be able to like withstand many things, and if you are able to pass it like the training and all, then you're like really good for that.
Okay.
I think yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Srikant, if you still have any doubt, you can just mail us, okay? Don't worry about that. We are there for you, all of you. And I'm just going to tell everyone, if you have any queries, any doubt regarding that, okay, regarding anything, any career options or any career doubt, if you're having, if you want anything, you can just mail us directly, okay? Just don't worry about that. Okay, I think it's just come to an ma'am. I would just request everyone to please turn on a camera so you could just capture this wonderful moment, everyone. Okay, so yeah, everyone please turn on a camera so you could just capture this moment. Everyone, please turn on a camera. That's what we actually do at the last. Wait a second, everyone. Yeah, perfect. Not everyone is turning on their camera. And even lots of people are looking so sad. Just smile, everyone. You have been learned something new today. You can do the poses, whatever the poses you want to do. Okay, done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for joining us. And here we are having the Neil sir as well. Hello, Neil sir. Thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
and
you
thank you
so
so much
much
to the other
for
team in
giving
the
me this
fight.
opportunity, and thank you so much for everyone, and especially this TSI and Spaceflight India. They have really encouraged me with every single step of my journey. And thank you for Propagation Institute. Like you're the first one to like give me the opportunity for this, and making me meet a lot of people around. Yeah, thanks a lot for everyone.
It's really nice to have you here, ma'am. It's really nice. It's an honor for us. And I would like to say thank you so much to everyone, to the team Titan Space Industry as
Thank you, Kyvalya, for this amazing presentation and representation. So, Jitendra, you and your team at Propagation doing great work. And as you know, I support you.
well. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
And you know, let me tell you something. It's because of the amazing passion of Indian people that we have decided to do a lot of things in India. So, as you may know, a few months ago, we decided to focus a lot on India, including bringing Titan Space to India with Titan Space Bharat. And why was that? Because we got so much love and support from the Indian people, from youngsters like Inia, 13 years old, analog astronaut, very achieved, respected by the analog astronaut community, 13 years old girl, all the way to Professor Das, world-renowned scientist Professor Das. We get so much love and support from Indian people that we as a company decided two things. One, we will open the gates to Indian potential astronaut candidates. So now we have, I think, 60 Indian astronaut candidates. Second is that we said we're going to invest billions of dollars in factories and facilities and employment in India with Titan Space Bharat. We have even announced that a few months ago on our newsletter. If you go to my LinkedIn, you'll see my newsletter. Titan Space Bharat will be a huge contender in the Indian aerospace and space industry. But I have to tell you, I am so impressed with the passion. Look at this. There were 40 people on this call when it started, 40, 50 people. And that's amazing. It shows that the spirit of innovation and the passion for space is there with you all our Indian potential workforce and even astronaut candidates. So, by the way, I speak Hindi. My great grandparents were from India. हम हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं उर्दू में. So
I never expected that, sir. I never expected that, like he was just going to speak in Hindi as well.
Well, my favorite songs are Bollywood. I only listen to Bollywood songs on my playlist. So, but Jitendra, I will finish with complimenting you with your vision for the institution, for the institute, sorry, and for your new announcement. I wish you great luck, and you have the Titan Space Army behind you.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Actually, what I'm really just trying to do is, in India, there is a very lack of like space science opportunity. So I'm just trying to basically provide the space science for every school. Like they could just learn a school which is just going to be hybrid mode. They would be able to learn from online as well as in the offline. So that's what we are just planning to do in that program. So that was
great. Yeah, great. Let me finish also, and then you can conclude your. There is this song by Mahendra Kapoor. जब जीरो दिया मेरे भारत ने, दुनिया को तब गिनती आई. You all should be proud. You have this heritage, right? And another thing is, you see on your own program that you have Pakistani people joining. Look how beautiful that is. There is no politics in space. Like Kyvalya was saying, the overview effect by Frank White, I know Frank White very well, and I got introduced to Bill MacArthur, our chief astronaut, by Frank White, who coined the overview effect. There are no borders. From space, you cannot see borders. And you have shown again that people from Pakistan, proper Pakistan, they are in Pakistan and they join your online institute.
Yeah, so not only that only,
this is
basically,
beautiful.
in the winter school
This is
level, we
beautiful.
had the people from Sri Lanka, we had the people from Bangladesh, everywhere, from the
Yeah,
across the
so
world.
this is beautiful. This shows, by the way, we have, I think, 6, 7, 8 Pakistani scans already. And this is the beauty. When you are in India proper and they are in Pakistan proper, there is no politics involved. There's love, there's passion, there's dedication. And we have to continue this open borders philosophy. Jitendra.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. It's really nice to hear from you. Like,
Thank
whatever
you.
thing you have said, it's really nice. Thank you so much to be to have you here, sir. It's really nice.
My pleasure.
And yeah, I'm having for something new, sir. I'm inviting you like on this session only as a speaker for next month. Please give me a date whenever you're just going to be free. I would love to
Anytime.
meet you as well.
I will make time.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining. And thank you so much for everyone for joining us.
Thank
Okay,
you
then.
so much, sir, for joining me, joining the meet and
My
supporting.
pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye-bye.
Okay, bye everyone.
Till
Good
next
night.
time.
Okay, bye.